It doesn't take much to be great is the theme I selected for today. Because out of this congregation in this church, greatness abounds. You, I, and the Lord make this the greatest day in the history of St. John Church. 2 or 3 things to remember about greatness. Greatness comes as a result of humility. Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians, love is not boastful. Love does not insist on its own way. You know, we get into all kinds of trouble by thinking we're better than somebody else. Love does not insist on its own way. Any group of people can have differences of opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that. But love does not insist on its own way. I can talk, and I can get a little bit worked up, but I don't hate. I don't kill. It's not with the sword, with the mouth. Love does not insist on its own way. Remember the fellow that was a careless driver? He was a hot rodder, road rage. One day, the best got up with him. He had an accident and he died. And on his gravestone, they inscribed these words: he died demanding the right-of-way. If I demand the right-of-way only according to my vision, people will suffer, and I will suffer. We begin the journey of greatness built on a foundation of humility. Thank God for the opportunity to be here. Thank God for being your friend. Thank God for being part of this mission and ministry. Thank God for being part of the outreach. Did you go over to the Schaefer Hall today between services to see all the varieties of missions that Christians do in this area, in this community? Humility. Second, responsibility. You see, the lesson Jesus teaches us also says that whatever you've been given, you're responsible to invest it and to use it. Not waste it on yourself in selfish ways, but use it. Responsibility is very critical in every aspect of life. You probably saw the news this week where the state of Nebraska adopted a new law or amendment in which anybody who had a child under the age of 18 and decided they didn't want to keep the child could bring it to a hospital anywhere in the state of Nebraska, kiss the child goodbye, and leave it to be placed with another family. Abandonment. What shocked me is that there was one family that had 7 children, the news reported. 7 children. And they brought 6 of them to a hospital and were abandoned. You know, if you choose to have a child, you have responsibilities. You can't abandon them. If you choose to be employed with a certain corporation, you have responsibilities to be prepared, to use your skills, and to upgrade your talents and abilities. If you choose to be a member of a congregation, you choose to get involved in the creative aspects of the church and not abandon it. We don't have any Nebraska abandonment laws in the state of Florida or in the city of Winter Park or in the congregation and community of St. John Church. God has not given us a spirit of timidity, but a spirit of power and of might. responsibilities at St. John's this last Monday. I was here Tuesday for a council meeting, and Monday they reported that they received a notice because of delinquency in paying the electric bill and the water bill, that these utilities were going to be turned off that day, last Monday. We may have tried to come to church today with no lights, tried to turn on the faucet and no water. That's the financial problems and challenges we're reaching in our hands. But that same day on Monday, your administrative staff found a person, not a member of the church, who gave St. John Church a promissory loan of $5,000. And on Monday, they took the check to the bank and paid the delinquent utilities, so the lights are on and the water's on. There's employees in this congregation who have not received their full October salary, and now we're into the middle of November. People of God, part of greatness is responsibility. And I ask you on behalf of the Lord to examine your tithes and your offerings and today double your giving or give a bonus and second mile gift to God, that we can move out of this doldrum into a spirit of making us good stewards of the gospel and the resources God has given us.